Hey YouTube, how's it going? We're here. We're back with Omniscient Reader, chapter 157. Really quick, if you could like the video for me, please, I greatly appreciate it. Now, 8th scenario is starting. We have 2 conditions to clear it. One is to eliminate half the people in the Soul Dome. The other is to kill the strongest incarnation. But they don't know who the strongest incarnation is, so we're going to have fun slaying monsters and trying to figure out who the strongest is. So let's lock in. This should be fun. This should be a fun scenario. I'm excited. Let's see. Here we go. Mouse is good. All right. Here we go. The strongest incarnation. What? Who could they mean by that? This can get a little boring. So I'll give you a hint. Hint number 1. The 10th strongest incarnation in Soul Dome is currently Naval Commander Jie Lee. Wow. No way. What? No way. I'm only the 10th strongest? Well then, I wish you the best of luck. Everyone's probably going to be cutting looks at him. Everything's gone wrong. It's finally come to this. A scenario I don't know about has appeared. He's like, come on, Junghyeok. I can't think of a way to correct this. I guess I'll have to regress again and start anew. Come on, Junghyeok. Damn it. And if you do, what about me? That's a tough one, man. Right? That's a tough one. We still don't know how regressions work if we're just going to be deleted. The strongest sacrifice. Chapter 28. Chapter 27 was fairly short. Fairly short. Phew. I guess I can finally rest now. The second wave is in 4 hours, right? That was just the first wave. But it ended up killing 1/10 of the population here. Oh gosh, Dad, please wake up. That's sad. Someone help. Dude, 90. What do you do? What choice do you guys make? I don't know. What choice do you make? Because this is never ending. That's the thing. Like how it's been stated, this is never ending. It will never end. Right? It's never ending. So what do you choose? Do you choose to fight X amount of waves, lose a ton of people, and then not have enough people to kill the strongest incarnation? Or do you just cull half of everybody and move forward from there? This isn't fair. That's kind of crazy. That's insane. 10,000 people died. Hey, Junghyeok. We need to talk. Personal skill character profile activated. There's too much information about this character. Converting character profile to summary profile. Junghyeok, you supporting constellation ? Personal attribute regressor 3rd round mythic. Pro gamer rare. Supreme king heroic. Personal skills: I have the Sage level 9, close combat level 10, advanced weapon proficiency level 10, advanced mental barrier level 3, 100 Step Godly Fist, level 9. Phoenix Walk, level 8. Sky Splitter, level 8. Sky Splitter sounds cool. Regression, level 3. Reincarnation, level 5. Reincarnation, level 5. The supporting constellation is still hidden. How come he has regression and reincarnation? Is that something that we just never noticed before? Reincarnation is a typo. It should be transmission. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So here's why I can't read. If I read it by myself, I would have been like a whole little stupid side thing about blah, 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 in my head. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. All right. Should be transmission. Okay. His supporting constellation is still hidden. I know the reason why. Even TWSA never revealed who Junghyeok's supporting constellation was until the very end. Really? Really? I hoped that it would be revealed in the epilogue, but I didn't get to read TWSA's epilogue, unfortunately. So Dokja doesn't know his supporting constellation? How could... If I'm writing a story, what? See, I need to get out of that mindset, because it's not just a story. But if I'm writing a story, why would I not tell my reader what his supporting constellation is? Like I never tell them? I don't know. That's crazy. But again, it's not just a story. I hope that it would be revealed in the epilogue, but I didn't get to read TWSA's epilogue, unfortunately. He is more immune to the rules of probability than any other constellation I know, and has the power to spin the wheel of time to trick the other constellations. The constellation who never gave Junghyeok any other stigma than regression until the TWSA ended. Who on earth could it be? Big brain guess. It's you. So there's a way to kill Nirvana? Jeez, she's so impatient. Why don't we take a little break first? This place has a great view. What are you playing at? Nothing. Just enjoy the view. Isn't it beautiful? It's just blood, guts, death, destruction. Well, it used to be, didn't it? It's all bound to perish someday anyway. But it's still something you have to protect. You know nothing, Dokja. I actually do. What? Junghyeok's goal is to stop the end of the world. Ironically, he could always give up on his world in order to achieve his goal. To be able to regress whenever would mean that death is meaningless for you. But when death becomes meaningless, so does your life. You don't know anything. Get a grip, Junghyeok. Ooh. Don't fool yourself into thinking that things will get better if you keep repeating everything. Sure, you could do better than now when you reach your 4th round, but that could also not be the case. Don't tell me you already forgot about the theater dungeon. If I hadn't shown up then, you would have. I'm expecting a punch, a grab, a choke, or something. Brace for impact? No. Oh, okay. With repeated regression, things do get better. There were many unexpected incidents this round, but the next round is sure to go much better. Why are you so certain? Why? Because you become privy to more of what's to come in the future? The pathetic belief that things would get better with each regression. The impulse to give up when something goes wrong, no matter how small it is. These are the symptoms of regressor's depression. This is interesting. I never thought that regressor's depression would be a thing. But here we are. Right. What you say might actually be true. Things could get better. If you keep progressing 10 or even 20 times, you'll experience more scenarios and know more about the future. But there's always a but. But the real problem is when you finally manage to save the world. What do you mean? Do you really think you can say that you saved the world then? What are you getting at? How you spending this? Do you think you could say that when you've ended up regressing hundreds of times? There's no way I'd be regressing that much. The kicker is, Junghyeok, anytime one thing goes wrong, you're ready to regress. So let's say you start round 4 and something happens on the train that's not supposed to happen. Are you going to regress? I don't know. Before you know it, you can find yourself in a spiral. It's like, that's how, like, I don't want to say he's addicted to regressing, but that's how it can happen. It's a slippery slope. There's no way I'd end up regressing that much. Shot his eyes over. Could it be? You still have nightmares, don't you? What is he thinking? What does this look? What does this look? He's looking at Dokja. He's like, could it be? And then Dokja shoots another thing back. You still have nightmares, don't you? Salvation won't come to you even if you manage to save the world. Because the worlds you abandoned will come back at the moment you save this world. So do your best in this chapter now. I like how he spun that. I like how he spun that. I like how he spun that. I do. I like how he spun that. Yusung was broken because she had to wander those countless years. A worse fate awaits you. Ask yourself how much you've changed from when you first started. Look at his eyes. Wow. Abandoning this round won't make the next round any better. It very well might be the case that this world you're about to abandon could be the only world where you can live to see it as a human being. Dokja's in his bag. That's right, Junghyeok, think. What would happen to me if you were to regress? Wow, character Junghyeok used mental state has recovered a little bit. Okay, he's got some light in his eyes. Hey, don't push. Someone's always got to ruin the nice moment. Can't let the bros have a nice moment. Let them have a moment. Let them have a moment. I told you not to push. Come on, I was curious what they were talking about. Why should you be the only one to hear them clear? You just don't step in on the conversation among men. Men, my foot. Constellation, demonic judge of fire's eyes are flashing. We were coming up with a plan for this scenario. We weren't even talking for that long, and they're trying to eavesdrop on us? Plan? What plan? Constellation, demonic judge of fire is disappointed. Demonic judge of fire is one of us. Uriel is one of us. The most powerful incarnation must die in order for this scenario to end. What's wrong with him? Why is he looking at me as he's saying that? He's giving me the creeps. I was thinking about that. We were just talking about that as well. So, who's the strongest incarnation? No doubt, it's me. He gets the amazing art with the sunlight. Of course. Someone as proud as him would never consider to think that I am the strongest. Hey, wait. If the scenario ends when the strongest incarnation dies, and you think you're the strongest here, were you going to kill yourself? Now, this is the thing. Dokja has 8 lives, right? We got rid of King of No Killing for 8 lives. But once we lose those 8 lives, it's just donezo. It was 8, correct? Or was it 6? I think it was 8. 9? 7? 8. Okay. If Dokja is the strongest, this is something that I posed to you guys. If Dokja is the strongest, would you use one of your lives to end the scenario? Or would you try to find a way out of it? Maybe not. Those 8 are precious. Were you going to kill yourself? Let me continue. The scenario could be stopped if I died. Damn it. His regressor's depression is actually starting to look kind of cool. Damn you, protagonist. But isn't that a bit rash? How can you be sure that you're the strongest? There's also me and GA, you're 10. So relax. All right. Don't tell me you're serious right now. I was just throwing out names. What I mean is that Nirvana could be stronger than Junghyeok. We did have trouble fighting them earlier. Is that true, Master? It is. They and I are like polar opposites. Surprise. No way. Someone is actually stronger than Master? What do you think they based this ranking on? Strength? Or maybe they mean someone who would actually win in a fight. I'm thinking they have some way of rating an incarnation's overall combat power. But that could change once a fight takes place between 2 parties. Come to think of it, I think I recall the Dokkaebi from earlier saying, whoever the strongest is, they'd know themselves, is what it said. And so far, Junghyeok is the only person that is definitive in like, I'm the strongest. Junghyeok, did anything out of the ordinary happen? Maybe a Dokkaebi told you something? Well, not that I know of. I guess we still don't know anything for certain. Consider it a good thing. No one here wants Junghyeok to die, right? For now, it would be wise for us to assume that Nirvana is the strongest here and join forces to fight them. But if it's revealed that the Supreme King is actually the strongest, we'll worry about that later. Yes, my guys. I gotta save this. I didn't save a panel yet. It's my guys. I gotta save it. I'm taking these 2 over anything. If these 2 could just rock out, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. All right. What chapter are we on? 150. This chapter was pretty long. I'm not gonna lie. Still not done yet. This chapter was pretty long. Or maybe I'm just moving slow. All right. Right at the end. Okay. So now got the juices flowing. Said that the strongest incarnation would know that they are the strongest. So I wonder if it's not just thinking you're the strongest, but if it's something that someone says to you. And now I'm like thinking. I cursed it. Now I'm thinking. I wonder if that's misleading. I wonder if there's clearly someone that's the strongest. But I wonder the line of the strongest would know they're the strongest. I wonder if that's misleading. And maybe they don't know yet. Right? Maybe they don't know yet that they're the strongest. Now that would just be screwy. That would be mad messed up. If the strongest doesn't really know that they're the strongest until like maybe another wave of monsters come, we get another hint, and then another wave comes, we get another hint, and then whatever happens and the strongest realizes who they are. I could see something like that happen, and this series is capable of anything. But this was a great chapter. I'm thinking about the conversation that they were having and what Dokja was saying to him. And I'm still thinking about whenever Junghyeok was like he looked at him and he was like, it can't be. I'm wondering. And he's like, it can't be. No way. It's something like, and we don't really get anything a follow up after that. They all interrupt and stuff. I'm wondering what that can mean. And also, I'll mention this. I'll bring up like the conversation about the strongest and how you can rank it. I'm looking at it like whenever I'm thinking about that conversation, I'm thinking about like specific setups, right? So I like think of like a gacha game that I play. And it's like you have units that come out and units can be ranked, what's good, what's bad, who's the best, etc., etc. But each one of those units have their own setup, right? That will make them optimal. Like there just isn't a universal optimal setup for all of these units. They all have their own specifics that need to be met. So when calculating the strongest overall, when you have someone like, for example, Hyun that we just got finished with, when she's been mind controlled and her flames are going out of control, and it's like we either kill her or something else, and like all those prerequisites are met, and she's like using what's the technique she uses, the judge, like she's doing that, and she's using all of these things that it's like guaranteed like death for whoever she's fighting if she's strong enough. Like, does that factor in? Does the fact that she needs so many prerequisites lower her battle level just a little bit? Because like for Dokja, it's like all he has to do is use bookmark, and then it's like bookmark small person electrification, he's already top tier. So it's an easier activation for that. It's just like one step, two step. And for her, it's like, I have to do this and this. And like, there's so many different things. Like, she is more stronger in the water. So it's like, if we fought in the water, she would have the advantage. So I'm wondering how they're like balancing that out. Like, if Gil-young is in the forest, then he has the advantage. He can just swarm you. If we're in like somewhere else where there's animals and stuff, Yu-sung can use her abilities to control animals and make an unfair fight. There's so many different scenarios for every single person that would put them at their max. It's hard, and it's just like, how do you match those up? I do wonder. All right, we'll call it here for this chapter. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. If you're gonna stream, hang around. This should be, I don't know what day this is coming out, so I'm not even gonna bother to try to figure it out. So have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow for 158. Thank you again. I appreciate you again, and I'll see you. Peace out.